Hey there, new HGV legends! Welcome back to the channel where we break down those tricky HGV assessment questions, but do it in a way that's fun, fast, and most importantly, helps you pass. Today, we've got a load of real questions you'll likely face on your assessment, plus a few driving tips for a long hauls. So grab a cup of coffee and hit that subscribe button. First up, let's talk about some navigation. If you're driving an HGV, knowing how to get from point A to point B is kind of, well, essential. Here's a question you might see. How do you get from Birmingham to Norwich? This one, all about route planning. You'd likely take the M6 to connect with A14 and then continue east to the A47. Sounds easy, right? You need to be aware of low bridges, road restrictions, and of course service stations for those crucial T-brakes. Now for the ultimate road warrior challenge. How do you get from Birmingham to Dover? Oh, here's a pro tip. Take the M40 south to the M25, then down the M20 straight to the port. A smooth ride, but be aware that Dartford crossing, let's just say it has a tendency to slow things down. More than my grandma on a Sunday ride. Alright, next up. Let's talk about everyone's favorite gadget, the tachograph. It's like the black box for HGV drivers. Here's a question you'll definitely want to know. How many times can you extend your driving time per week? The answer? Twice. That's right, you can extend your driving time up to 10 hours twice in a week. Don't get carried away. If you are out there thinking, hey, I can just keep going, nope. We're not running a marathon here. Your body and your tachograph need rest too. Next one. How many times can you reduce your daily rest? 3 times. Yes, you can reduce your daily rest to 9 hours, 3 times between 2 weekly rest periods. But remember, rest is your friend. Nobody wants a tired driver on the road. You'll be steering like a zombie in no time. And finally, here's another big one. How many times can you reduce your weekly rest? You're allowed to reduce your weekly rest once in a 2-week period. So no pulling all-nighters back to back thinking you'll be a superhero driver, even if you've got a cape on. And next question, and this one is oddly fascinating. How many different colors of cat's eyes are on the road and where are they positioned? The answer is 4. Yep, those little reflectors are lifesavers, literally. Here's the breakdown. White marks the lanes or middle of the road. Red on the left hand side marking the edge of the road. Amber separates the carriageway from the central reservation. And green marks entrances or exit from slip roads. So next time you're cruising down the motorway at night, you can be the expert telling your passengers, oh, that's an amber cat's eye marking the central reservation. They'll either be impressed or ask you to pull over. Next question, and this one is critical. Who is responsible for securing the load and checking the weight? The answer is simple. You. Yep, the driver is ultimately responsible for making sure the load is secured properly. If it's not strapped down, tied up, or balanced, guess whose fault that is? You guessed it. Not only it is a safety issue, but it's also on you to check the weight with the weigh bridge or onboard weighing system before you heading off. And let's be real, nobody wants to lose their load on the M1. Now for a biggie, what's the maximum speed limit for HGVs on motorways and single carriageways? The answer, 60 on motorways, dual carriageways, and 50 on single carriageways. And before you think you can go full fast and furious with a heavy load, just don't. These speed limits are there for a reason. Trust me, trying to control an HGV at 80 miles per hour, it's not the kind of excitement you're looking for. Alright, we've covered a lot, but here's my best advice for getting all this right. Study the book, go through the official highway code, brush up on your tachograph rules, and practice those multiple choice questions like a pro. That's a wrap. You're now one step closer to acing your HGV assessment, and hopefully you've had a laugh or two along the way. If you found this video helpful, or at least mildly entertaining, smash that like button and hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on the future tips. And don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified every time I post. And if you really want to level up your prep, check out the description below for more practice questions and resources. Until next time, stay safe, keep learning, and I'll see you on the road. Drive safe.